The 2025 NSS, the security strategy, calls on the military to readjust its global military presence to address urgent threats in our hemisphere. Is SOUTHCOM, in your view, resourced for such a significant shift of foreign policy?
Ranking Member Reed, my view of that, how I think about that, again, not confirmed, but if confirmed, if I was in Southern Command, I'd look at the assets that are currently deployed in theater for the current task at hand. Lay that on top of the great work that Southern Command is known for, which is security cooperation. And in that, is that enough to address what we believe in the NSS with the Western Hemisphere as a priority region now? Is that enough to achieve the objectives in the NSS? I can't speak on that until I'm in position, if confirmed, Senator, to understand that challenges and opportunities of maintaining a current posture, but also being very aware that there's global requirements for the joint force. And I pledge, if confirmed, to continue to work with the joint staff to ensure that SOUTHCOM would have the assets, resources it needs to achieve the objectives as envisioned in the NSS, Senator.
Can I interject? It's okay for you two gentlemen to tell us how you feel. We realize that you haven't been confirmed yet, but so far we really haven't received any answers about how you feel about the responsibilities you're about to take on. It's okay to tell us, and actually it would be helpful.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, very much. Please, go ahead, General Donovan.
Ranking Member Reed, I will tell you that understanding the layout of resources now, not in theater, not understanding what is on hand and what was going to remain in theater is how I answered that question.
So you do not have any indication of how long these forces will spend in the Caribbean region? You have no indication from the chairman?
No, Senator, I do not.
Okay, thank you. You just said in response to Chairman Wicker that everything that happens in my AO is my responsibility. There is likely, or at least seems this way, that there will be continued boat strikes by military personnel against these high-speed boats, small boats. They're quite controversial from a legal standpoint and also from a operational standpoint. Will you review every one of these strikes? In fact, look back at the previous strikes with the advice of counsel, your JAG, to ensure that they've all been conducted legally?
Ranking Member Reed, my responsibility will be to execute a planning process that brings the whole of the staff together at each one of these operations, to include legal advisors, to understand the mission at hand, organize the force appropriately, and then execute the mission as required. So yes, I have that responsibility and will continue to lead the staff to ensure that all those operations are executed within the laws of armed conflict.
Thank you. General Rudd, in your advanced policy questions, you indicated, quote, the command and control model must balance tactical agility with strategic oversight, which I can agree with, but we have a problem sometimes of paralysis by analysis. I think that's what you were referring to. But we also have problems sometimes with sacrificing due diligence and scientific inquiry for speed. It's a great balance. Can you indicate how you propose to make that balance?
Ranking Member, the word that really jumps out at me in your question is speed. And again, I think if we think about the strategic environment that we currently face, the element of speed is absolutely essential. And making sure that this organization, both those organizations, are able to deliver options and effects quickly in support of the combatant commanders and or decision makers. So certainly there has to be due diligence and responsibility in the execution of duties at a rapid pace. Always something that a commander assesses in terms of risk, deep analysis, consultation with the experts, especially in this regard. CYBERCOM and NSA both have unbelievably talented and deeply technical expertise in their capabilities and responsibilities. And I think that's a constant balance, certainly a responsibility for every combatant commander. And ranking member, if confirmed, I pledge to continue to do that due diligence and ensure
Thank
that we
you.
move.
If I just make one more comment, one way to accelerate is to anticipate, and that requires getting together with all of your staffs and looking ahead, the latest intelligence, as you well know, and what the threat will be, not next week or the following week, but into the future. But thank you very much, sir.